Welcome to this video. This is me being black here versus Tapialov. Okay, let's see what I can do. Maybe play something else. Caro Kann. The chili. Yep. Okay. So the Caro, not a very frequent opponent, frequent opening that I employ, but it's interesting to switch gears once in a while, so why not the Caro? Yeah, knight f6 is a somewhat rare reply to White's line here, but it's something that I have studied some time ago when I compiled a repertoire for black for the ICC on the Caro Kann. What is this? Queen e2. Is there something wrong with developing here? I don't think so. Queen e2 is kind of clogging up his development, so I'm not quite sure if this is a great idea. Let's see. If I take on f3 now, I basically have gained a tempo. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, g takes looks really wrong, so queen takes, and now I've gained a tempo over conventional lines where black plays bishop g4 and then captures. So I'm a tempo up on something that is considered to be okay anyway. Cannot be that bad. So, wait, I don't need to take. I can also play queen to b6. I think this is sometimes an idea. Looking at the b2 pawn, yes, this gives me maybe something more to work with later. Yeah, with something that I can attack. I wonder if I castle. Let's castle first. I was thinking knight bd7, but maybe I even want the knight on c6. Is e5 a move? Yeah. I mean, e5 I probably have to play anyway, so let's go e5. If he castles now, I probably want to take. Yep, to make sure that this bishop is not escaping. And now let's go c5 and knight c6. I really want the knight on c6. There's no particular reason to put it on d7. So he wants to go with f4. That's understandable. And I really like to take this if possible. Queen c7, f4 takes, rook takes. Knight c6. That cannot be bad, really. So let's do that. The queen is somewhat under fire anyway, with the possible knight c4 coming. Okay, so he starts with knight c4. Let's go knight c6 as planned. Okay, no, I didn't expect that. This allows me to play with maybe knight e8 or knight to d6. Let's do that. Not sure now if he wants to play f4. He wants to play f4. Interesting. Yeah. Do I go f6 or not? I can also just take. Rook takes. I'm not sure about knight d6. The self pin looks a bit tricky. Yeah, it is tricky, and best avoid it. Oh, he allows the queen trade. That I didn't really had on my radar at all, as this now looks quite nice long term with the bishop on e2 not being the best piece. It is looking a bit better now, but he still keeps all his pawns on light squares. And potentially my knight is much stronger than his bishop. The position is still fairly closed. An interesting question is if I should play knight e5 soon, or if I should avoid that. Not clear. If he goes bishop d7, I have this choice of playing knight e5 or knight b4. Knight b4 is also really interesting. Trying to trying to make sure that he's sort of bound to or tied to the c2 pawn. So let's do this now. I want to get rid of that knight on c4. And if he just trades everything, my position is strategically very nice. So that won't happen, I guess. Maybe he will play knight e5, but yeah, but not just trade everything. Okay, I think just rook e8 looks normal. I can also take, of course, but well, this is not bad. I mean, every trade here that leaves knight and bishop on the board will get me closer to a better endgame. Main idea is now to just take on c4 and play rook e5. Yep, that I overlooked. Not good, not good. Okay. Not ideal, but then just go back. Why not? Nothing bad happened here, really. Okay, what about this? I can go rook e8. Just the other one. Yeah. 1 minute 17. This is kind of tricky. Can pre-move that, but I don't really expect him to take. Yeah, that's a bit more interesting. Okay, now he's going back. This is a good knight. Knight to f5 is possible, but not really doing that much. So let's go over to b4.
Time warning.
Yeah, just prevent g5 for the moment. Yeah, okay. Is it dangerous or anything? I mean, I can take twice. Let's go back here and see if I can get rid of the knight. Just easier to play if the knight is going, even though I'm not sure that it helps me objectively. But 40 something seconds is kind of tricky.
Check.
Yeah, that's a nice position. Not sure where this is headed. I can just attack the rook. How is he covering it? Well, okay, this is also simple. Rook over to f6. I have to speed up. Been a bit rusty after being away a couple of days, not playing a single game. Yeah, been to Berlin watching World Rapid and Blitz, but watching doesn't mean you're practicing.
Check. Check.
Yeah, position is very nice.
Check.
Now that helps a lot in terms of the time. Can play much quicker now. Plenty of pre-moves possible.
Check.
Oops.
Check. Check.
Just no stalemate, please.
Check. Check. Checkmate.
Yeah, I'm glad to get that win in. Let's have a look there. Yeah, this line is a somewhat rare one, but it's not so bad. However, queen e2 is a very uncommon reply, I guess. Normally white goes e5, and then after knight e4, he has a choice of what to play. Maybe knight e2 is a possibility. Recently that was played against me in a game. Yeah, then queen b6 is played, d4 and e6. Kind of like a French, but this is a knight on e4 that adds some additional flavor to the position. Yeah, he went here, after which, I mean, I can certainly take that. That's probably going to be fine with a normal Caro Kann type of position. But here, this is interesting. I'm not quite sure if white really has a much better move now than h3. Maybe he can go d4 or something, I don't know. Taking is interesting, maybe, like this, and queen b5. This is an interesting idea. Maybe. Yeah, that's not so easy, because I don't want to do this. This is looking awkward. So, okay. Maybe I have to take here in this kind of position. That's probably equalish. White has the two bishops, but his knight on c3 is really misplaced, and he has lost some time with the queen. Okay, well, this, and now I have a main line with an extra tempo. Usually white takes on f3 in one go. d3, bishop b4, that's how this is played. And now queen b6 I think is useful, just to annoy white a little bit. I'm threatening to take here and take on b2, so b3 is kind of logical. Castles, bishop e2, e5. Yeah, the computer points out this as a possible improvement. Yeah, I have to agree. This is very awkward. White cannot castle because of the pin. Yeah, computer wants to go bishop f1 now and then queen d1. Very long and kind of elaborate plan, but how do you untangle? Yeah, that's better. Okay, e5 wasn't good, so I mean, I'm strategically in good shape here, but it's nothing special. Knight c4, knight c6, a4. Yeah, I was thinking f4. Okay, this takes, and yeah, this was surprising to me. I was thinking that rook f4 is kind of, yeah, the only move in a way, because you want to keep queens on in this kind of situation when you have the bad bishop. So strategically, you rather don't want to trade. So I was a bit surprised that he allowed that. f6 to make sure that I control e5. Bishop g4, yeah, here cover e6. Rook f8, knight e5, all normal. This move all looks very normal. I think, I mean, I like my position, but probably it's nothing super great. Rook back here, knight c4, and I wanted to try to win, of course. Rook e8. Yeah, where is it getting tricky? I wasn't really sold on the idea to take here. I don't think that this is so great. I mean, it looks like a weakness, but my knight, I mean, if I could get in like h6 and knight over to e5, that would be nice, but he always has knight f5 and is rather active. So I regrouped to b4. Yeah, I wanted to stop g5 for the moment. Maybe knight f7 is an idea here. Yeah, that's actually an interesting move. Trying to block both. Okay, but I think this is kind of normal and okay. Went g5. Trying to be active.
Check.
Went here. Oh, he had rook f to f5. Oh, that means g6 is a mistake, definitely. Rook e7 I have to play. Or rook d6, something like that. That makes the whole procedure actually questionable of taking.
Check.
Yeah, rook f5 is very, very bad now. I have no move. Yeah.
Check.
And here I'm just lost. Wow. So yeah. That probably means that it was really a lot better to play knight f7, to just completely like here, yeah, to make sure that this is not happening. And I still have that hope that long term that bishop proves to be a problem. Yeah, that is much, much better. So we had a huge opportunity there to strike with rook ff5. Again, rook ff5. Here I saw it, and I saw that this is kind of okay. But and now the tables are starting to turn as the endgame really is better for me. Oh, I blundered c5. He didn't take it. He could take it. I didn't see that. So shaky game really. Yeah, now I think this is probably leading to problems as he is not able to keep that pawn. Yeah, and then he blundered that rook. Yeah, somewhat error-ridden game, but well, mistake-ridden game. I'm a bit, as I said, a bit rusty after not playing for almost 1.5 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed the game. Thanks for watching.